What's up, y'all? I'm sorry I'm late because I was trying to send I'm trying to send the pictures so I can show y'all my pictures from my phone, but it doesn't seem to be going through. So that's what was taking me so long. I don't know if it's coming through. I don't know if it's taking a long time to come through because there's so much data. Like it's a lot of pictures. I don't know. But I'll give it a few minutes. I'll give it a few minutes, and if it still doesn't come through, I don't know. We have to figure something out. But with that being said, hey everybody, how you guys doing? We are on all three channels. So as usual, you do not have to be a member on the other two. It's a members only chat on Really Be TV and Really Be TV reviews. But it's a wide open chat on Really Be Travel. So come on over to Really Be Travel. You do not have to become a member, but if you want to chat and come on over to Really Be TV Travel. If you just type in Really Be TV Travel, Really Be Travel, it should pop right up. And come on over and join the conversation. So, I went to Tenerife last week. Well, a week before last now. I got back last Monday. I went to Tenerife, and so if you're like me, prior to my girlfriends deciding this is where we were going to go, baby, I didn't even know what Tenerife was. Never heard of Tenerife, didn't know where Tenerife was. So Tenerife is a Spanish island that is part of the Canary Islands. And the Canary Islands are, what's up, Spilly Boy? A group of islands off the west coast of Africa. If I had extra time, we could have taken a flight over to Morocco. It was like maybe not even, I don't even think it was a 2-hour flight to go to Morocco. In hindsight, I wish I had maybe done. But it is what it is. Because Morocco is definitely on a list of places I would love to go. So it was my friend's 50th birthday. And you guys know I've talked to you guys about my friend who is traveling the world right now with her family. And so when she first told us that this is what they were going to do, we were like, well, we knew at some point we wanted to meet up with them somewhere in the world, And so we decided her birthday would be a great time for us to link up. And so it was like, well, where are you going to be? Her birthday, she's a Cancer. So we were like, well, where are you going to be in July? And so we went through a couple of other places, some hit or misses. She's had to change her itinerary based on what's going on in the world. So of course, when we went to war with Iran, she had to change some of their stops that they were going to go to. The first place we wanted to go was she wanted to go to Thailand. The problem with Thailand was a lot of the layovers for Thailand went through the Middle East. Not all, but a lot of them did. And so that was like, and then of course the flights became very expensive. So I'm going to do a whole separate video on my flight experience. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that, child. I'm sorry, y'all. This camera looked like it's just got a glare on it. So that's how so she came up with Tenerife. And of course I was like, what the hell? And so our flight, we left out of Dulles if you're in the DC area, Dulles Airport. We left out of Dulles. We had a layover in Madrid. And then from Madrid, it was like a 2-hour flight to Tenerife. Now, Europe knows all about Tenerife. Like Tenerife is their play place. Tenerife is, for them, Tenerife is like us going to Jamaica. It's right there. People on the East Coast, I should say. It's right there. It's only the flight is only a couple of hours long, and it's in the water. It's on the water, still the Atlantic Ocean, and it's just a nice island. It is a beautiful, beautiful island, and so there were a lot of Europeans there that vacation there, and of course it's summertime, so they they're vacationing time or whatever. Yeah. What is going on? Okay, there we go. I'm like, what is going on? Okay. So that's how the whole thing happened. That's how we ended up there. That's how we chose it. For people who are like, how in the world did y'all get to Tenerife, child? That's how we got to Tenerife. Okay, these emails, I don't know if maybe I put too much, like I tried to put too many pictures on one email. I don't know, but the emails are not coming through, y'all. So I'll give it a few more minutes. If that doesn't work, I'm not sure what I need to do. Because I really want to show y'all some of the pictures. I don't know why. I mean, I know I had a lot of, because I did 3 different emails to try to break it up. And maybe I still had too much because it's not coming through at all. Other emails have come through, but that one is not coming through. Hold on. I don't know. Maybe I need to try to send it again because I did it as an airdrop. So I don't know. Let me try to do it again. Quake, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, Quake. See, now y'all y'all telling me hard shit. I don't know how to do that. I know what it is. I don't know how to do what you're telling me to do. Okay, let me go into sent mail. Let me try to send it again. It's not even in my sent mail. It's not even showing as a sent mail. But I sent it. Is it in drafts? No, it's not in drafts. All right. Well, let me just keep going. I don't know how to figure it out. I don't know why it's not coming through. Because I sent it as an airdrop. I don't know, Quake. I don't know. I'm not being funny. I do not know the answer to that question. I don't know. Let me see. Let me try this one more time. Okay. Let me just try to send a few this time and see what'll happen. Let me just do the food. Maybe it's because some of these are videos. I don't know. Anyway, let me just keep going. So my because it was for my friend's 50th birthday, her husband set up a lot of this stuff. Her husband set up a lot of this stuff for us, and he basically was like, look, we're going to do this. This is how much everything costs. Send it to me and everything is good. And so that's what we did. And honestly, y'all, I honestly did not have to spend another dime the whole time we were there. Like, I literally did not spend another dime. We went to the spa. We had a private chef. The Airbnb where we stayed, everything. So the money we sent, which again was a very reasonable amount of money, we did not spend another dime. The private chef, OMG, y'all, I don't even have the words to describe my man Dave. Okay, that's who my man Dave. He found the chef and he went, okay, let me see if this will work. If I just send, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, they're coming through now. They're just taking a long time. Okay, so it's coming through now. Okay, because one just came through. It's just taking a long time. Okay. Thank you, Quake. That's something I have to play around with. I'll have to figure it out because, child, I don't know. So we got there our flight left at Monday afternoon. Yeah, Monday afternoon. We got there Tuesday morning. It's an 8-hour difference. They're 8 hours ahead of us. So when I was going live at 11 o'clock at night, it was 8 hours earlier for you guys. So the first day we got there, Dave, so the private chef was going to cook a welcome dinner when we got there. So we had a welcome dinner that Tuesday. So once we got by the time we got to the airport, got our luggage, the villa where we were staying was about an hour away from the airport. Because Tenerife has 2 airports, but we flew into the airport that was on the opposite side of the island. So it was about an hour for us to get to the villa. By the time we did all of that, boom, 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 it was probably maybe early afternoon. I don't remember the exact time, but it was like early afternoon. Dave, the chef, and his and Ivana, who works with him, they were already there, right? They were already there getting it together. And he sent us the menu. Like, I don't even pay attention to the menu. He sent us the menu. So we got a welcome dinner the first night, and then the next day was the spa day. So we were at the spa all day, and Dave came back that next day. So that would have been Wednesday. Thursday was my friend's actual birthday. So he did a birthday brunch, and then he came back that night and he did dinner. And then Friday and Saturday, we were on our own. You know, he didn't come. And then he did a farewell dinner on Sunday night, and we all left Monday. All of us got up and left Monday. They left and went to Egypt. I wish I could have went with them to Egypt. They left and went to Egypt, and then of course we came back home. When I tell you, we ate so much that we were literally miserable. Like, you know how you eat so much, we were miserable. Like, we were taking mango tablets, which is supposed to help with your digestion. Like, we were just passing them shits around, like we were passing around mints. Because my friend, she had like the big bottle. Baby, when I say we were just like, here, like, baby, we were miserable because he had so many. I'm gonna show you some pictures, Quake. He had so many. It was almost like going to like a Michelin star restaurant where you have all of the different courses. And so like he kept to the point where the first day we literally had to tell him no, like stop, like no mas. Like we had to tap out. He was like, I still have prawns. We were like, no, we cannot eat another thing. He was like, okay, I'll cook them tomorrow. The second day when he came, same thing. We were like, okay, we're done. You trying to turn me? You like these? Thank you, Kim. Oh. So baby, we were like, no, like tapped out to the point where for our farewell dinner, we had to tell him, look, we are all getting up in the morning. We got to get on a flight. Like, you got to cut that menu back. Like, we literally had to tell him to take some stuff out of the menu because it was so much. And he was like, I love cooking for people who enjoy my food. So he kept adding shit. Like, he added stuff that wasn't even on the menu because he was like, y'all are enjoying it so much. Like, and so let me see. So the first email that came through was the villa. So I'm going to play these videos. I'm going to play this video first. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It's still not here, but it was on my phone. Hold on. It came through on my phone, but I don't see it on. Come on. Did it go to my other? Maybe it went to my other email. Hold on. Let me log into my other email, child. I might be looking in the wrong damn email, child. Let me see. Because I saw it come through on my phone, so I know it's in one of my emails. I might have sent it to the wrong one. I might be sitting here mad for no reason. No, I don't see it here either. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so this is the villa. I still don't understand where the rest of the emails are, but this was the first email I did. The first email I did was the villa, so let's do that. All right. Let me share my screen. Is it raining in the DMV area? Now, listen, that's subject to change at any point in time, but right now the sun, it's a beautiful day out. The last couple of days have been really nice. We had that humidity. Well, after the air cleared up, because a couple of days last week, that air was, okay. All right, y'all. Let me see how this is gonna work. Let me see. Oh yeah, thank you. I gotta clean out my storage for this one. Okay. Let me see. Let me see here. I don't want it to down. Well, I guess I gotta let it download. All right. Can y'all see? Okay, hold on. So this is the villa. Hold Hold on. Oh, y'all can't see what I see. Hold on. Let me stop sharing that screen. Let me share the other screen. Okay. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Share screen. Okay, here we go. It's still not. It's still not showing. It's still not showing. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. There's more than one way to skin this cat. I'm sorry. Let me just upload it. Let me just upload it. Let me upload it. So let me keep talking while I do this. My apologies, y'all. So the villa where we stayed was absolutely gorgeous, and it was an Airbnb. So again, my friend's husband, he found the villa. He's, you know, we were talking because we were talking behind her back because we were like, it's her birthday. She don't need to be in on any of this. Like, you know, this is all what we're going to figure out that we're going to do for her birthday. So we were, you know, having these conversations and going back and forth and, you know, all that good stuff. So the Airbnb, this is so tedious, y'all. This is so tedious. And this is why I say this is where I don't like the MacBook, because on my Dell I could have had this boom, boom, boom. This MacBook is really pissing me off. I might not be able to do what I want to do, y'all, because this is irritating me. I might not be able to show y'all the videos because this is. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it, y'all. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just have to, because I can see it on my screen, but I don't know how to show y'all on. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to share my screen and show y'all. I don't know how to do that. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. So chalk it up to me not having the technology, the technological mindset to be able to do this from a MacBook. I could do it on my other computer, but from a MacBook, I can't. I don't know how to do it. So I'm sorry. I really wanted to show y'all these. Oh damn, I'm mad at all right, this is irritating me now, because I really want to show y'all these pictures and these videos, and I don't know why I can't figure out how to do it. I should have. Anyway, let me just finish telling y'all about the trip, and I don't know. I'm irritated now. Because I don't know why I can't do this. Because when I share this, I can see it on my screen. I don't know why I can't show y'all. I don't know why I can't get to the screen to show y'all. It's like when I download it, once it's downloaded, I can see it on my screen. I can see it, but I don't know how to find. I don't know how to find it to show y'all. Hold on, let me see. I can see it. It's right here, but y'all can't see it. So that don't do me no good. And this is the stuff when I say I don't like the MacBook, this is what I don't like. I can't, because I don't know how to do all of this stuff from the MacBook. I could do it from my regular computer, but anyway, we're just gonna have to talk it through. Sorry, y'all. I just have to upload it, and y'all just have to come back and see. But but the food was delicious. I don't know what to tell y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad right now. Oh, I'm so irritated. I'm ready to end this video. And I'm so irritated right now. I cannot. Oh, okay. Let me just finish. So anyway, he got the Airbnb. So the Airbnb, we had a view. I'm gonna just have to show y'all on my phone, and I hate to do that because you can't really get the full scope of it. But we had a view from the everybody had their own room, and almost everybody had their own bathroom, right? So didn't have to worry about, it wasn't no Real Housewives type bullshit where people was fighting over rooms and shit like that. Everybody had their own room, and nobody, it was no complaints, no, everything was cool. Let me see, what video is this? Okay. All right. So that's one of the views from where we ate outside every night. We ate out at that table every night. You see how he has the table set. You see the pool. And I don't know if you guys can see those chairs right there. See those pool chairs? Every morning we would turn those chairs around and we would look out. You can't see it that clear from that picture, but we could see the water. We could see the water. So literally we would be out there every morning with the chairs facing out, and we would just be out there chilling. And the weather was perfect because it wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. It was warm enough to want to get in the pool, but not too hot that you felt like you had to get in the pool, like you were miserable. We all had our menopause fans. You know what I'm saying? We all had our fans, honey. This is us at dinner. You kind of see us sitting out. That's us at dinner. I'm gonna just have to show it to y'all like this, honey. I'm gonna just have to show it to y'all like this. I didn't want to have to do it like that, but so when we got there, he greeted us with welcome drinks. So that was our drink when we first got there. Now y'all know I don't even do white liquor, but they had me drinking white liquor the whole time I was there. I came back with a bottle of Jack Daniels. They bought me a bottle of Jack Daniels because he was like, "What do y'all want?" So we told him the things we wanted. So I was like, "You already know what I want. I want my Jack Daniels." I had a full bottle of Jack Daniels that I never opened. That should tell y'all something right there. I never opened the bottle. So that was our welcome drink. That was you could kind of see a little bit. That's the backyard. So that's where we were sitting right there. So we first got there, that was us toasting. We were toasting our drinks. This was one of the appetizers. That's truffle with caviar over toasted bread. So that was one of the appetizers. He also had olives. This was another one of the appetizers. Those are salmon eggs. That's avocado with salmon and salmon eggs. That's another one of the appetizers. Then he brought out a cheese plate with fruit and bread. This was all before dinner, okay? All of that was before we even had dinner, all right? And when we had dinner, it was a proper setting. So you had a wine glass, a water glass, and of course we had our drink glass, our drink glass, This was the pictures are a little bit out of order, but this was the dessert the first night. I still don't know what that was, but all I know is that it was delicious. I know that was pistachio on top. It was light like a mousse. It was almost like a caramel mousse. It was really, really light. And then it had that pistachio dusting on top. I don't know what it was, but it was good as hell. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I I put aside a lot of my like food. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I pretty much tried everything he put on our plate. Sorry, y'all. I got some. You see this? I pretty much tried everything they put on my plate. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm not gonna say no until I try. Now there was some stuff I tried, and I was like, I don't want no more of that. You know, but most of it was so delicious. So this was the meat we had the first night. We had different types of meat. That's him grilling it. Mm-hmm. We had corn. We had he also had like roasted vegetables, corn. Hold on. I'm trying to go in order. So that was the first night. I'm gonna show y'all the spa in a minute. These are my spa pictures. I had the videos of all of this stuff loaded up, so I'm sorry, y'all. We just got to work with what we got to work with, honey. All right. I'm gonna do the food. I'm gonna do all of the food, and then I'll go back and do the spa day or whatever. Okay, so this was day 2. You see, it was supposed to be a traditional Spanish dinner. This was the menu. It was a traditional Spanish dinner. Again, there's Dave. There's our chef, and that's Ivana in the back. That's us. That was a anchovy with olives. That was like an appetizer, anchovy with olives. I ate it. I'm not, I was like, I ain't no big anchovy person, but okay, I'm gonna try it. We got another fish plate. Another cheese plate. That was the view at sunset from the dinner table. That was the view. You see the pool. You see the pool chairs. You see the overlooking the water. That was our view. This was avocado. I think it was tuna. Avocado. Was that tuna? It was avocado and prawns. No, that was prawns. Avocado and prawns and like a sauce. So that was one of the appetizers. That was the tuna tartare salad. Those are quail eggs, and those are like sweet peppers on top, and that's like a balsamic sauce, a balsamic drizzle. I need to delete some of this stuff in my phone, child. That was the dessert. It was like a creme brulee. It was like a creme brulee. But it was lighter. It's the lightest creme brulee I ever had. Oh my gosh, it was so light, y'all. It was like air. It was like air. Child, I got so many pictures of the same thing. I need to delete some of these pictures. All right. And then it was her actual birthday. We got up early and we decorated the villa, as you guys can see. Her favorite color is purple, as you could guess. And we literally blew up those balloons. My girlfriend bought a portable air pump in her luggage. So we literally got up early. We blew up all those balloons and we taped them to the ceiling. Those balloons stayed on the ceiling until the night we left. We had to pull them down the night we left and take the air out of them. And then we played Purple Rain as she came down the steps. Played Prince because Prince is her favorite. So we played Prince. So there's some of the decorations. It's like another view. And it's funny because her husband was the only one tall enough to get the balloons to the ceiling. Out of all of us, he was the only one tall enough to do it. So he had to do all of that. So we put the tape. We put the tape on the balloons and we blew the balloons up and he taped them all to the ceiling. So those are like the decorations. Okay. So then again, like I said, we had brunch. And then we got this one. A birthday bombshell enters the villa. Those of you who watch Love Island, y'all know where that comes from. So this was brunch. That was scrambled eggs with asparagus, and that is salmon on top. That's from the brunch. I should have took a picture of the bread plate because he had waffles and croissants and every type of bread. Every type of bread. Again, that's another picture of the sunset from the villa. That's prawns. That's another thing he prepared. Those are prawns. There's another salad that's avocado. I don't remember what all of that is, y'all, but it's some type of I want to say, I feel like it's salmon, like minced salmon, I feel like, but that's avocado. Y'all. This is risotto. That's risotto. That is handmade pasta. I literally, and we literally, because I don't have it with me, we literally have a picture of him we have a picture of him making the pasta. He literally made the pasta from scratch, and he actually bought his machine, and we literally watched him crank out the pasta. That is fresh pasta. He made that from scratch. So good. So good. This was, oh, that was that's lamb chops. The way that's lamb chops. And that's like a mint, that's like a mint sauce that he has right there, like a mint sauce. So that was like pork chops. This was the cake. So good. The cake was so good. It was like a passion fruit flavor. So good. That's him in the kitchen. That's him cooking. You see him plating the food. All right. That's what the cake looks like, sliced. And then he made a chocolate mousse. Again, like, even the stuff, like, I'm not a big chocolate person, but I tried them because I was like, I'm gonna try it. It was so light. The mousse was so light. So this was the last night. So that's caviar and avocado and salmon, I believe. And then he did, let me let y'all see this. Let me turn the volume off because I don't know what the hell we were saying. But he brought that out. That is smoked bruschetta. Smoked bruschetta. He brought that out for us. He brought about 4 of those out, so we all shared it. But that is smoked bruschetta. He actually brought it out, and it was still smoking. Baby, so good. It was so good. It was so good. Now y'all know why when I got back and I got on my scale, I was like, because I was like, I'm going to eat this food. And then he made a soup. So that's the prawns. And then he poured the soup over top of the prawns. It was a bisque. It was like it wasn't a lobster bisque, but it was a type of bisque. It was so good. So that was basically an overview of the chef. And then, so as you guys can see, we had so much food that Thursday, so Thursday was her birthday. Friday and Saturday, literally all we did was eat food that was in the refrigerator because it was so many leftovers. We literally just had a smorgasbord on Saturday. On Friday and Saturday, we literally would just take the stuff out the refrigerator and we would nibble off of it all day. And at night we would just make plates off of the leftovers. We did actually go out to dinner on Saturday night. We went to an Indian restaurant and it was a really nice restaurant. The food was really good. The service was great. And what was funny was everywhere in Tenerife, they were showing the World Cup because that night Norway was playing somebody. I know Norway was playing. I think maybe England. Everywhere we went, they were watching the World Cup. Like literally as we were even driving back to the villa, every little tavern, bar, anywhere that they could put a TV up, people were watching the World Cup. Like it was everywhere. And when we left the Indian restaurant, we were actually the Indian restaurant was right next to like, I guess it was like a sports bar. And so everybody was literally, by the time we left, everybody, like even the workers from the Indian restaurant were literally sitting down watching the World Cup. We were like the last people at the restaurant. We were the last ones there. I guess everybody was already going to wherever they were going to be to watch the World Cup. So in all reality, you guys, we went out Friday, we didn't do anything. Like, we stayed in the villa. We just got in and out of the pool. We slept. We relaxed. We played card games. We chilled. We didn't do anything. Saturday, we went out. We went to the little shopping area Saturday. We got pedicures one day. I got my Pandora charms. You guys, when I try to get a Pandora charm. So there was a Pandora store. So I haven't put them on my bracelet yet. I got to go to the mall and get them put on. But I actually got two because I couldn't decide between the two. So I got one that says Spain and I got one that says the Canary Islands. I was like, I want them both. But when I say I didn't spend any money when I got there, that is the most money I spent. The most money I spent the entire time I was in Tenerife was those two charms from Pandora. Like, that is it. Didn't spend no money because the money we sent him, and he even told us, because like when we went out to eat at the Indian restaurant, we were all like, let's divide up the bill. He was like, y'all are good. Like, the money that y'all paid, y'all are good. We were like, are you sure? He was like, y'all are good. So like, when I say I literally did not spend any more money other than what we sent him before we got there. No more money. So we got there on Tuesday. So on Wednesday was the spa day. So the spa was at one of the hotels and he booked the spa it was myself. So it was 5 of us all together. So we had to break out in groups of 3 and 2. And we kind of just did a rock, paper, scissors. We let her choose because we were like, you can choose, let you choose it. So it ended up being me, the birthday girl, and one of the other, girls, young women, my girls. And then it was her mom and then somebody else. So when we first got there, it was, like I said, it was at the hotel and we could have gone to any of it was like one of those really nice resort hotels. So we had access to eat at the resort. He booked the treatment. Now, the treatment that he booked, I really wish, I need to look it up. Oh, that's right. We couldn't find it because he had put it in a group chat and then he had changed the group chat and then it was gone. But he sent us a description of basically what the spa package was. It was some sort of like female rejuvenation type situation. I don't know what it was, but what I know is my skin still feel like butter. So what it was, we got there, we had access to the facility. So they had an outside Serenity area. They had a little what they call it? Like a little pool. I'll show you the pictures in a minute. Like a little mini pool. They had an ice pool. So if you wanted to get into the ice water, they had that. I put my pinky toe in the ice water. That was as far as I went. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to get in this regular little pool area. They had a hydrating pool that had like the water jets and it had like the spigots that can pound your back, like the water jets that can come down hard on your back. They had a sauna, a steam room, a igloo. So if you wanted to do the ice, go into the water, the igloo, and something else. I feel like it was 4 things all together that we could have done. But I know it was a sauna, a steam room, the igloo. Maybe it was only the 3. And so we had like an hour and a half before our treatment started for us to do that. And they were like, you want some tea? So we had like some, no, the tea was after our treatment. So we went into our treatment. The first part of the treatment was a body scrub. So first we went in, we took a shower to rinse off, because we had all gotten in the pool and all that stuff. So we took a little shower. She was like, don't use no soap. Just rinse yourself off. Cool, no problem. We did a body scrub. Baby. I don't know all the stuff she was doing. But what I do know was I loved it. I don't know what it was. She put stuff on my face. She put stuff on my body. I don't know. But all I know was that it smelled good. It felt good. So after the body scrub, then you rinse off. And then they did a massage. They did a hot oil situation and a massage. Baby, I know I fell asleep. I'm going to tell you how I know I fell asleep because I woke myself up snoring. That's how I know I fell asleep because I woke myself up snoring. Mm-hmm. So I know I fell asleep, child. It was so good. So that was the spa day. Hold on, let me show y'all some of the pictures from the spa day. I tried to get a video of me walking up to the spa, but I forgot. So that's the outside area. That's like the Serenity area. You see the chairs out there where you can just kind of lay out. That's like the Serenity area. That was the ice bath on the left. That's the ice bath. And then that's the regular. Oh. And then that's the regular bath. As you can see, that's where we were lounging. We were lounging in the not bath, but pool. We were lounging in the regular pool. We were not, like I said, I put my pinky toe. Now, it was this one guy that came in. He walked right in like it wasn't nothing. I was like, he walked right into that ice like it wasn't nothing. That was ice. I don't care what that baby, that thing was cold as hell. Even outside with the sun, it was cold as hell. That was the hydrating pool situation right there. So you could get inside of that, and then I'm gonna show you another video where you can see how the water, you see how the water is coming down. You get the water on your back. You had the jets on, and it was almost like being in a huge, you see the jets right there. It was like a big ass whirlpool. You know what I'm saying? It was just like a big ass whirlpool. That's another view from like the outside area, the Serenity area. That was a treatment room. So me and one other person, we were in the treatment room together. I was like, ooh, they got us in here together, child. That's just the amenities in the bathroom area, child. They had anything you need. They had toothbrush, toothpaste, shower cap, lotion, anything you needed, they had it, child. Anything you needed. That's another view. Now, that was when we came outside and we kind of laid out after we got done with our treatment because the other group was still in. So we were laid out, we're just waiting outside. When we got done with our treatment, we had champagne and chocolates. Champagne and chocolates. That was the name of the spa. Tivoli. You see the steam bath. So that was the steam room. The sauna, and then the igloo. Now, I'm going to tell you what I did. I went into the igloo because when we got done with our treatment and I was laid outside in the sun, I laid outside to the point where I was sweating. And I was like, because I tried to go into the igloo when we first got there and it was too cold. I was like, oh, this is cold. So then I decided, I said, well, I'm hot now. Let me go in this igloo. Baby, I sat in that igloo for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because, baby, I was hot. So that's the inside of the igloo. That's what it looked like inside. So I sat in there for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So that was pretty much, now there's some scenery I can show. So Tenerife actually is a volcano. So you can see the mountains right there. It's actually like a volcano. So that's us driving. Oh, child, look. There's another picture. There's another view right there as you can see the mountains. And where our villa was, we were actually in the mountains. That's one of the trees. I just thought it was pretty. That's one of the, like near where the villa was. I just thought it was really pretty. All right, let me show y'all a few more scenic pictures. I think I showed y'all pretty much most of it. This is when we were driving around. This was the grocery store. We were in the grocery store. I took a little bit of grocery store footage. They had some cute stuff in there. And of course, they had pretty much what we have. But let me tell you something. When you go overseas, it may look the same, but look at them ingredients. Literally, we bought a bag of chips, and there were only 2 ingredients on the bag of chips. Look at the bag of chips look at the bag of chips right now. I'm sure most of us probably got a bag of chips in our house. Look at all of the ingredients. We bought a bag of chips from the grocery store. There were literally 2 ingredients: potatoes and oil. potatoes, and oil. Maybe salt. Maybe it was potatoes, salt, oil. Anyway, but it literally was like things that we were like, oh, I know what that is. And the chips were really good. Like they were so light and they were so good. So that's another little like outside area. We were kind of like driving around. That's one of the hotels we were driving around. A little shopping area again. I'm just driving. We were just driving around, kind of just seeing stuff. We went down to the more touristy area. Oh, they tasted really good. They were really light. So that's like down near the marina. This was more like where a lot of the hotels and stuff were. This was more of a touristy area where we were driving around. You see, that was a beautiful hotel. That hotel was like the Princess something. I mean, that hotel was gorgeous. Do you hear me? You see, that's like the side of the mountain where a lot of the like buildings and stuff are coming out of the like climb up the mountain. At night is gorgeous. You can see all the lights going up the side of the mountain at night. There's the marina. And people in their boats. My friends, my friends, her husband and their daughter who's 8. So she went to her first concert. She went to her first concert when they were in Valencia. And guess who her first concert was in Valencia, Spain? Their first concert was Bad Bunny. So that's just a picture from, they went to go see Bad Bunny, honey. That was their first concert. But that was her first concert. And that's the Indian restaurant when we went to go eat. It was good. The food was really good. I think that's pretty much it. And that's just us. We got these, my girlfriend bought all of us these beautiful caftans from Morocco. And so it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So that was my vacation to Tenerife. And let me tell you something. It was wonderful. Again, I'm going to do a separate video on the actual travel side because the travel side, now I got some things to say. I got some things to say about the travel side, like the actual flight, the actual airports and stuff like that. I have some things to say. We'll talk about that in a separate video. But Tenerife itself was gorgeous. If you have an opportunity to go, I will go. For people who like to go to like islands and like that type of stuff, and if you are like tapped out of the Caribbean, and there's nothing wrong. Look, I'll go back to the Caribbean. Ain't nothing wrong with the Caribbean. But if you want to just do something different, I would urge you guys to look outside of the box. Again, my friend that is traveling, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna call her D. My friend D that is traveling, she came up with this, but I even asked her, like, where did you even, like, how? And again, Tenerife, I mean, people in Europe, Tenerife, but you're not gonna find too many people here talking about Tenerife. And I was like, where did you even like find out about it? And that's what she likes to do. She likes to find like little known, off the beaten path things, places, experiences. And the other thing that I love about her is they really live a carpe diem type lifestyle, meaning I may never come back here. So I want this to be the best experience. And wanting to have the best experience doesn't always mean it has to be the most expensive experience. It doesn't mean it has to be, but what it does mean is what is important to me. Somebody asked me, did you guys go to Siam Water Park? We didn't. It wasn't important to us. That's not my idea of a good time. You know what I mean? Now, maybe 10, 15 years ago, yeah, I'd go to the water park, get on all the different slides. Yes, fun. But honestly, I would much rather just be in a pool chilling. I don't need to walk up 50 steps to get to the top of the slide and go down the slide and carry the. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that because everybody enjoys what they enjoy doing. My friend's husband was going to take, when we went to the spa, he was going to take the daughter to the water park and they ended up not going. I don't know why, because they didn't go. But It is a great, now for everything I heard, it's one of the world's best water parks. It's huge. It's got some great attractions and stuff. So if you're into that kind of thing, or you have, kids, I say go. I say go, But what was important to us was really spending time together, talking, laughing, joking. Who was at my door? That's what was important to us. And so that's where we put our focus. And we did. We had a really, really good time. Even one night, we just sat around one night because, again, their daughter is 8 and they don't let her do like TV. She watches kids shows. So one night after we ate, we were miserable. We were all swole. She was like, y'all want to watch a movie with me? Sure, let's watch a movie. We literally were all sitting in the living room together watching The Game Plan. Was it called The Game Plan or something? But with The Rock. Is it like on the Disney Channel with The Rock? Like, and we were watching it like it was Shakespeare or something. Like, we were really into it. We just had a good time. We just had a really good time. The day that we got up and went shopping, I mean, we went to the grocery store and picked up like some odds and ends, and because we had plenty of food, but we were running out of like water and soda and juice. So we got some water and soda. And like I said, we got the chips. We got like a few little odds and ends. And we just drove around the island looking at, like I said, we went down to the little tourist area, whatever. And we went back to the house and we chilled until we went out to dinner. That's the night we went out to the Indian restaurant. And again, I urge you guys, and these are the types of things that in my travel business, I want to curate those experiences for people. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think I want to focus more on cruises. However, I would love to be able to curate these types of experiences for people, that want to go somewhere that's a little bit off the beaten path. That, okay, I might have to fly a little bit further, but I'm exposing myself to something different. Now, this ain't for everybody. Some people might be like, oh, that sounds boring. I want to do blah, 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 blah. But you have to know what's important to you. I hear that the food is much better overseas. They don't have all of it is much better. Listen, you could taste the difference. Even when I cooked, one morning I cooked egg because we had some leftover meat. Because again, the first night we told him no more and he had the prawns. The second night we told him no more. We tapped out and he still had steak that he hadn't made. So he told my friend's husband, who is a great cook. He is a great cook. He said, the Chef Dave was like, I'll leave the meat here if y'all, because that was with the 2 days that it was that Thursday, that Friday and Saturday where he wasn't coming at all. So he was like, well, I'll leave the meat here with you guys. If y'all want to cook it, sure, great. If not, I'll cook it when I get back, when I come back for the farewell. So we decided we were going to have steak and eggs and leftovers because I told y'all we had plenty of leftovers. And so he grilled up the steak. I scrambled up some eggs. Even the eggs are different. They have a different color to them. The eggs are like and they're chicken, they're chicken eggs. But they weren't as light. They had a darker color to them. And the consistency was like, I had to cook them longer than I normally cook. Here I can fry up some eggs, boom, 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 take 10, 15 minutes from start to finish. It takes me 10, 15 minutes to, scramble up some eggs. But literally I was like, am I done yet? Like I was scramble. It took longer to cook the eggs. Now, granted, I like my eggs cooked a little more done than the average person. And the people I was cooking for, they wanted their eggs a little more done. But even with cooking more eggs and cooking them to a little, I've cooked eggs for that many people before. Because I'm the egg lady. They even said, they were like, she cooking her eggs because I'm not a cook. Y'all know that. I don't pretend to be no cook. But when we all get together, if we doing breakfast, baby, I'll do the eggs. I got that. I got the eggs. Who want eggs? I got the eggs. So I've cooked eggs for that many people before. So even the consistency is different. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Janae? Really be what's the best way to contact you for travel services? Got a website or IG or anything? I have all of the above, Janae. So the email, first of all, you have my phone number. So Janae, you can call me. But if you want to pass it on to other people, I do have all of the above. I have a website. I'd have to pull up the link. Let me pull up the link for my website, but I have an IG. You can reach me on my regular IG, Really Be on YouTube, Really Be TV _ on YouTube. And then my email is reallybetravel@gmail.com. That's my travel email, Really Be Travel. Now let me get you my website. Okay, hold on. I thought I could do it a shortcut, but no. Hold on, let me do it this way. Janae. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go and log in myself. I thought I had it saved as a thumbnail. I tell you. I thought I had it saved as a thumbnail, but it won't take long for me to get it for you. What time is it? It's 3:12. So I had time to do another video on Saturday. Saturday, we had a great time. Here it is right here. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I keep getting ready to give you the wrong link. Here it is right here. Okay. Here it is right here. Sorry. It's Crystal Proctor at IntelliTravel.com. Hold on, I'm putting it in the chat. There it is right there. Okay. I don't buy fancy purses or clothes because I'd rather spend tens of thousands of dollars on experiences. There you go. And everybody, I do both. Not clothes. I don't really spend a lot of money on clothes. I really don't. Because even though I like polo, I would shop at the polo outlet with a coupon. Like, it ain't, like, I might wear a lot of polo, and I really haven't even been going to polo a lot like I used to. Not like I used to. I used to be at polo every payday. Now purses, I will. But yeah. So that's that right there. Now let me give you guys a quick update, and then if I have enough time, I may do a video telling y'all about Saturday, because Saturday was a really good time. For the people who came, we had a great time. For the people who couldn't come or wanted to come, like, I was talking to my girlfriend Dee Dee, that the author that came. She definitely wants to do more events. Y'all know that there's an update on the cruise. So I need to update my flyer. I definitely need to update my flyer but Saturday we had 5 people said, you know what? I really want to go on this cruise now. They wanted to go on the cruise, but they were a little nervous about going on the cruise. They weren't really sure. And after the experience on Saturday, they were like, I'm getting on the cruise. So I hope they follow through. I hope they really mean it. And I think they mean it, but I hope they're able to do it. Let me say that. I think their intention is there. I hope they're able to do it. I do need to update it because, as you guys know, we are not going to Labradee, Haiti anymore. We are going to Grand Cayman. But listen, it is not too late to get on this ship. You have until November the 28th to pay your cruise off. It's a $200 deposit, and then the full amount is due by November the 28th. Call that number. Call that 1-800 number. Get them that group number that's on this flyer. Tell them you're traveling with Tribal 2.0. And come on and get on this ship. Y'all know we have a goal of 50 cabins. We want to try to book 50 cabins on this ship. 50 cabins, okay? You got it. I have promoters to put your link up during shows. Thank you. And I mentioned it. Thank you. You know, listen, you know I appreciate all of that. You know I appreciate all of that. All of that. All of that. Alaska is still a thing, okay? It's still a thing. You still have plenty of time to get Alaska together, okay? We still, it's a 7-day cruise. It's next August, almost a year from now. So you got plenty of time. I don't think that final payment is due until like April or May. I have to double check my date. But 90 days before the cruise is when your final payment is due. So you guys have a little under a year to get this paid off, okay? Come on and join us. I'm going to be giving you guys the hotel by the end of August for those of you that are coming out early and want to hang out in Seattle. I know I'm going to go early and spend the day. I'm going to go and spend the day in Seattle and kind of, you know, do some Seattle sightseeing type stuff. So if y'all want to come a day early and hang out or whatever, or just come the night before, I will have the hotel information for you guys by the end of August. So you can book your hotel and we can all kind of be at the same hotel. Books and Bourbon is the weekend of October the 23rd through the 25th. For those of you that came Saturday, you guys met the author, my girlfriend Dee Cummings, who is the author, who is the curator of this event. It's her event. She created it and she's been doing it. I believe this is the 5-year anniversary of it this year. And we're going. So if you guys want to meet us in Louisville, Kentucky, the weekend of October the 23rd through the 25th, please let me know. We're going to have a good time. We're going to go to a couple of distilleries and all of those things. So if you want to come, I can get you guys the link to the hotel. Hold on. And if you want the VIP package, oh, nope, that's the wrong flyer. Oh, I can delete that now. That's from Saturday. Is this the right flyer? Yeah. The VIP package for Books and Bourbon for $150. It includes a t-shirt, tickets to the 2 distilleries that we are going to, swag, a piece of swag from the Louisville Book Fair last year. Everybody got a book and everybody got a really nice bag. It's going to also include a mini Louisville Slugger because we're going to be going to the Louisville Slugger Museum, and it includes a mini Louisville Slugger tour, and it includes a tour of the Louisville Slugger Museum. Transportation when needed. Transportation when needed. Some of the things that we're doing are in walking distance of our hotel, so it will include transportation when needed. Okay. All right. With that being said, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Quake said, tell me about Saturday. I'm going to do that as a separate video. So I can do that. It's 3:20. Yeah, I could set that up in about 15 minutes and then we can roll right into El Teddy. So we got a full day today. We can do a video on Saturday. Then El Teddy's going live. And then El Teddy, Ebby, and myself are doing Chasing LA. And then it's the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Child, we got a full night. Okay? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Let me set that up. Meet me on the main channel in about 15 minutes. Okay?